Hi guys, welcome to another unboxing. It's something that isn't brand new, and there's plenty of other videos on YouTube doing unboxings and sort of reviews for this. But I'm coming at it a little bit differently because I never played the original incarnation of it, so I have no reference point to judge. But it is the Supaboy S, which literally got delivered today while I was out. So yet to actually unwrap it at all, so it will be a proper unboxing. I actually got this with some birthday money because it was my birthday last week. So it came really quick from funstock.co.uk, so great website to buy from. Didn't even pay for the next day delivery, but it came next day anyway, so can't complain in that sense. But yeah, come on a ride and we will get this unboxed and have a look at exactly what you get and how a couple of the games run on it. Okay, so guys, we're literally going to be snipping in now. While we do all the boring part like this, I'll talk about the main reasons I wanted to get this. Is the Super Nintendo is my favourite console of all time, and I want to be able to play. You know, I'm starting to collect for it as well, and sort of more frequently, and want to be able to play it more because, you know, the actual time I get to be able to sit down and in front of my TV is quite minimal these days. You know, so to be able to actually power up my Super Nintendo is rare, which is a sad thing to say, but see me damage the box straight away on this. I could just peel these back, but I'm not too fussed about keeping the box or something like this in perfect condition. Only if it wasn't working, then that'd be a problem. So yeah, nice box actually. I've never actually bought anything from Hyperkin before, but yeah, the quality of the box seems pretty good and everything on there. But yeah, as I was saying, the main reason I wanted to get one was because yeah, I haven't got the time to sit down and play my Super Nintendo the way I did, and obviously running the SNES through into a modern TV because I no longer have CRT television. It's not ideal, it's not the best. So I want to get back into my SNES gaming on the original carts, but yeah, something I can pick up and play and even take about with me. So that was the main reason. And we go straight in to the actual console. Quite bulky. I'm assuming there's a screen protector on there because that looks a bit dusty there. But the quality of the buttons, I think they feel slightly smaller than the actual buttons on a Super Nintendo pad. But very responsive, very good. D-pad again, feels good, quite clicky in a good way, but the build quality is good. You got your two ports there. I won't go too much into the detail about the specs and everything of it because I know a lot of people, like I said before, there are plenty of videos on the new Superboy and obviously comparing it with the old one. What is strange, and I'm in an hour in about this, and we'll find out when we pop in a couple of carts, is the actual console advertises as 4x3 LED screen. This screen, as you can see when it's turned off, is definitely not 4x3. That's definitely more of a 16:9 sort of thing. And obviously for the purists out there and the elitists, they're not going to like to play their games in widescreen when they're built for 4x3. To me, it's not something that's make or break. I've played plenty of emulation and emulators and even like compilation packages that have been stretched out, and I've been content with playing them that way. You soon pick up the judgment differently if there's certain games where you believe there is different judgment at all, so it's not really an issue for me. Another thing I've just realised by literally just unboxing this is whether this has any power in it at all, which will be quite hilarious if not. But luckily, like mobile phones and whatnot, they do have the switch is quite tight actually. They do have power in from the start, which is good because that would have been embarrassing for this video. So let's try some games out. Micromachine 2, let's give it a whirl. Now I assume we pop in with the cartridge facing forward. Fits in quite nicely, quite easily. Let's have a look. This is where I find out my game doesn't work properly, so unfortunately this is actually not a title I've played yet. So I played the game before, but not this card. I've not actually played this card yet. So it makes me wonder whether things are going to be working properly. Let's do the old blow and check. I think we're back in again. Here we go, Micromachines 2. Definitely stretched from the original screen. Where we got the volume down here. However, there we go. Let's get you a closer look at that. It's a very good quality screen, and I'm holding it at an angle here and I'm still seeing it very well. So the quality of the screen, let me turn that down again a little bit, but strange having the start and select buttons at the top, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, you could have them there. Everyone's favourite spider. I'm just going to pump the volume up a little bit. Speaker's not too bad. I've heard that they're a big step up from the original model, which is not necessarily a good thing in how bad the original was, but this sounds a tad tinny, but a lot more powerful than it could have. I really won't play too much into this because obviously I want to try a couple of other carts out. One thing I would have liked differently would have been to have the PAL and Super Famicom style buttons, because that's how I remember the SNES. You know, colour buttons. That's a dreadful term, isn't it? Coloured buttons, as I remember as a kid. But, you know, the massive Super Nintendos were sold in America, and that's the colour scheme they know. It seems responsive. I've just been terrible at this game, so we'll call that a day there. We'll press the off button, and we'll try something else quickly. I think lining up your carts isn't quite as smooth as popping them into a regular Super Nintendo, but that would be mainly due to the fact that this takes NTSC carts as well, obviously, which for some reason there's a switch between the two on top. What else do we have? NHL 95. I'll leave that one. I'm going to jump to Super Metroid because I'm intrigued, because I haven't put this cart in my SNES in about 2 years, and you've got to be honest, this cart is probably 20 years old at least. So I want to see if my save data is still on there or if it's died yet. I've been quite lucky with SNES games in the past, in the sense that they've remained with their save data, their battery backup. But we'll find out on this one in a second. Again, like I say, because this cart's not been used for a while, it might need a bit of a blow. So the hardware's probably about as reliable as my SNES is anyway. Right, we're back in. Let's try again. Still a worry though, slight worry about that it's not seeming to work. Let's try one more time. No, that is a worry about my Super Metroid cart, or the hardware itself. It will be worth me trying some other games. We obviously know from Micromachines that it does work, but it's something to worry about with some of my carts. Especially a game like Super Metroid, that's one of my all-time favourites. Let's try NHL 95, another game I only picked up the other week, so I haven't had a chance to play this yet. But that seems to be working from the off. So the reliability really does tend on the carts by the looks of it, I think, because this obviously works instantly. Didn't seem to be a problem. And I say that and now the screen has gone to white. But that, you know, that might be compatibility issues. It's something I'm going to have to really look into before I commit to keeping this device. Because at the end of the day, I want a reliable system. You know, because as time goes on, the Super Nintendos, the older systems, aren't becoming as reliable with playing your games properly. I want a system as a backup like this, because obviously you can plug this up to the TV. It's going to allow me to play my games and for many years to come, you know, in case my SNES hardware does conk out on me eventually. So it is a slight worry that the games, some of the games have been a bit temperamental. Let's try again. Strange, he seems to have crashed again. Or not. Hard to tell, but yeah, that's a worry. That is a worry, so we'll keep an eye on that. I think I will need to be making another video about the Supaboy once I've given it a proper playtest to see if it is something like I need to clean my carts more, or if I'm just being unlucky, or if I have a faulty system, because that could be the case. I mean, when I've watched other YouTube videos, there doesn't seem to be any compatibility issues. So yeah, it might be an issue. It might be an issue with the system, but we'll have to have a look into that. Luckily, I've got my receipt, so I'm good. But guys, thank you for watching. Don't let this put you off buying one. Obviously, do your own research. I will give this another stint now that it's open. I can have a proper look at it, and we will let you know in the comments probably about if I've had much more luck. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you again soon. Right guys, I've already said my goodbyes, but after what we call our favourite cleaning friend, Mr. Q-Tip, Mr. Earbud, we are running absolutely fine. It's obvious that these games just needed a real clean, so I do apologise for Hyperkin for questioning whether this build was of good quality or not. The only unfortunate thing is it does look like my data has no longer remained for my last time playing this. I can't remember how far I was through this version of the game anyway. Because I remember before getting my Super Nintendo back out from the dead, so to speak, from my parents' loft, I had downloaded this for the Wii Virtual Console and playing that version of it as opposed to the original cart that I had. So it's unfortunate that I'm going to have to change the battery in this, which I don't know how to do myself. I'm going to have to look at a YouTube video to find that out. But I'm just happy to know that the game works. So obviously I'm going to have a fun day of clearing all my carts now. I mean, this just goes to show how disgusting that was the dirt that was on this cart. So, you know, not ideal, but it's done now, so I'm glad I can play my games. But obviously Super Metroid is not really a game you can play in one sitting. If you do, you're a skilled guy. So I will have to sort of look at getting that battery replaced, because it is one of my favourite games, and I do really want to be able to play that again on the go. So yeah, but it looks like the games are the problem, not the system. I just need to clean my games a lot more. So yes, thanks again for watching, guys, and yeah, Supaboy seems like a cool system to me. Good for someone like me to have, to be able to play the games out and about, and as a reliable backup system for my original hardware. So cool, nice one. I will let you go this time. Cheers, guys.